Welcome back to FrogComposband with our demigod, Gray-Mage. Last time we were continuing down in Angband looking for Morgoth for a rematch. We didn't end up finding him, so we went to Heaven just for some general diving deeper in that dungeon. And while we were there we hit 13 million experience, and at that point that was enough for me to decide to go and permanently polymorph. So we are no longer a skeleton, we are now a demigod. And because we did polymorph into a demigod, we got these two demigod mutations, resisting dispel magic and more powerful spells, which is pretty nice. And at the end of the last video, we actually ended up finding the One Ring in a vault in Heaven. I won't end up wearing it just yet. We will swap to it eventually, but before I put it on, because it does have aggravation on it, there's a couple of things I want to finish off. So namely the Dungeon Guardian of Arena, because it's more important in that fight to have high speed than it is for anything we get from this. And also I kind of want to finish off the Old Castle quest, just to see what the artifact we get from that is. That always gives you a good artifact for your class, and we didn't end up doing it before killing the serpent in this game. In this game. So yeah, I think we'll go do that. We'll put the One Ring away for the moment. Grab out our our Staff of Teleportation. And we need a Poison Needle for the Dungeon Guardian of Arena. And I think that's it. Actually, I did want to drink this polymorph potion after I'd changed race, because that'll give you a random mutation, and if we're lucky it'll be telepathy, which will give us a little bit more flexibility in what equipment we wear. So let's get rid of these two mutations we currently have. So now we've just got the two demigod mutations. Let's quaff the polymorph. And we got Chaos Deities give you gifts. I suppose I'll just hang on to that. Why not? Anyway, let's head down to Arena and see if we can take out the Guardian. Oh, hang on, I should have picked up Scrolls of Forest Creation as well. I forgot about that. That'll be useful for this fight. And I might also want to learn Detect Monster just for this as well, because I don't have that many charges of detection. Let's just replace Invulnerability, because Invulnerability will not work against the Metal Babble, who's the Guardian of Arena. He has Psycho Spear, which ignores Invulnerability. Okay, so let's head back down to Arena. And see if we can find him. And I suppose we'll just destruct anything that's dangerous on the level. Make sure he's not nearby. And let me just actually check. Okay, he is on the level. We're just being unlucky in running into him. That's interesting. This is another way of permanently changing race. If you wear this artifact and you're not a monster race, this will change you into a vampire. We won't wear it, even though it does have some nice resist on it, because obviously we want to stay as a demigod. Actually, why am I fighting that guy? He's dangerous. Okay, so I guess the metal babble is somewhere over on the right hand side of the level. We'll make our way over there. Okay, there he is. So what we want to do is make our way probably to that corridor near him, read the scroll of forest creation, and then stand a bit back and wait for him to walk through the forest tiles. What that'll do is it'll force him to take double the amount of energy when he moves, because he's got plus 80 speed, which isn't actually as fast as it might seem. I mean, we're plus 50 hasted, which is, I think, exactly the same as plus 80. If I look at our old friend, the speed energy conversion table, so plus 51 energy, we would get back 45 energy per turn, plus 49 at 80. So he's basically the same speed as we are. And yeah, he'll probably just cast lots of Psycho Spears at us. So he'll get double moves occasionally, but not that often. But we can try and avoid that by making him walk through forest tiles. Okay, so let's head over this way. Maybe about here would be good. Read the forest create. Oh, hang on, I'm in demon form. I'm going to destroy the forest tiles when I step on them. And now let's wear the poison needle and just cast detect monsters. And as soon as he steps into forest tile like that, we can dimension door next to him and try and kill him. So it didn't work there. And also we want to be a bit back from the trees, because otherwise he'll cast spells to destroy them. Okay, so he's on the forest tile again, dimension door next to him and hit him. And just continue this until we get him. And I want to get rid of you as well. And let's be hasted. Okay, he's on the forest tile. There we go. That didn't actually take that long then. That was alright. And looks like all of our stats have been reduced a bit from all that polymorphing we did. Let's go with Con, I suppose. So what did he drop for us? Scroll of Artifact Creation, I think he always drops. And this Artifact Rapier. Oh, hang on, my full-on inventory. We can drop the Forest Creation, we don't need that anymore. Not interested in this ring. We're going to be wearing the one ring in Villia soon, so we're not really interested in rings at all anymore. may be interested in that. Actually, probably not. It's not that good. What else can I drop? Wait, did I pick up? Are these on auto pickup? Or did I just not drop all of them? Okay, so we got the scroll of artifact creation. That's a good armor. Poison, Dark, Nether, Nexus, Shards, and Fear. Our current armor is Confusion, Shards, Chaos, Disenchantment. Actually, that's probably better. And also Random Teleportation. We should inscribe this with dot so it doesn't ask us to randomly teleport. I do kind of want to pick this up. These boots aren't that great. We can drop these. Alright, I think that's all I want. Okay, so let's drop these artifacts and the poison needle. Let's pick up a amulet, because our current amulet is not very good. It's giving us base resistances and free action. Once we wear the One Ring, we won't need base resistances anymore because we'll get immunity. So I kind of want to have a better amulet ready to wear, and I don't think we've got that many good amulets sitting at home. So if we can get a good artifact out of this, that'll be good. There's something else I wanted to do, but I've forgotten what it is, so it can't have been that important. Right, let's head down to Hell. And oh yeah, I wanted to, just remembered. Let's swap invulnerability back in. Okay. Make our way to somewhere. Actually, no, we don't really need to for this. I was thinking we have to make our way to somewhere where an object can land, but that's not actually important for artifact creation, only for requirement. Nothing really on the level I'm interested in. Anyway, let's read artifact creation on that amulet and see what we get. That's pretty terrible. So I guess we won't be wearing that one. And that's a lot of hellworms. I guess we can just death ray some of these while we're waiting for invulnerability to kick in. Get some money out of it. Okay, and the other thing I wanted to do was finish off the old castle quest. We won't need teleport level in there because it doesn't work inside of quest levels, and same thing with destruction, so we can drop both of those off. And we shouldn't need anything else really. I suppose I might be able to take in one of those dragons I was talking about. But the reason I would have done that if we had done this quest earlier would be to conserve mana, but we don't really need to worry about that now that we've got the staves. So I don't think I'll bother actually. In this quest, actually no, I should bring in a source of confused monster. That's something useful. So let's pick up a Staff of Confusing Lights. There's a couple of greater titans in this quest, and they're susceptible to confuse. Our stealth is pretty bad, I think, so a lot of things are going to wake up. What I want to do in this quest is go take out the breeding monsters as fast as possible, because they can get out of hand if you leave them unattended. These guys over here, they're already starting. So let's make our way over there immediately and take all those guys out. And I think that's all the breeding monsters. This room over here is also kind of good. It might have been worth actually doing this quest earlier, even if we had to fail it just to get into this room, because this room always comes with some good books, like Armageddon Book 3 is in there, and Death Book 3. We are burning through lots of mana very quickly, even with the staves of Restore Mana. But if we take out just everything on this side of the level, then we can just rest over here without any issues. Especially now that we've taken out the breeding monsters, we're fine to rest. And there's probably not anything I'm actually interested in that these guys are dropping, but I'll check it anyway, just in case. Well, Scroll of Requirement, I guess, is nice. And here's the Graded Titans coming. We want to make sure that we confuse them just so they don't summon anything. And there we go, quest completed, so that was pretty quick. Much easier when you've got Restore Mana readily available. And let's just quickly check if there's anything I want in here. There's a couple of amulets which I'll check out. But aside from that, don't think I'm really interested. So where were those amulets? South, east for both of them. And we'll pick up all this money because I do want lots of money for the next little bit of stuff I'm going to do. Alright, let's see. So the reward from this is either the Wizard Staff of Gandalf, the Wizard Staff of Saruman, or the Cap of Indra, I think. And we have already found Indra, so we got this random artifact instead. Electricity, Fire, Cold, Chaos. That's not that exciting. Let's just stick that at home. And pick up some scrolls of teleport level. Oops. And what else? The destruction stuff. Let's head back down to Hell quickly and read that acquirement. This is an interesting room. Can I not teleport you away? No. Is there anything I want to check in here? An amulet. And a scroll that we haven't seen. That's invulnerability. Check this amulet. Oh, someone has Psycho Spear. Talk of the Hero could be worth wearing. How far away are we from the scroll? I think we are far enough away. There we go. And I don't want the Archvile to blow up that scroll, so let's take care of him first. Have I really not found the Scroll of Genocide before? No. Anyway, let's read the acquirement. Not that great. I think we'll just leave that. Right, so we finished off Arena now, and also Old Castle. So at this point I don't really have anything else I want to do before I equip the One Ring. But there's no point equipping it unless we have a good weapon, because the whole reason I wanted it in the first place is because when you wear the One Ring you get +5 to the damage dice of your weapon, and I do want to swap over to melee at some point. So I guess what I'll do is go back down to Hell and search for stores, and we have enough gold now hopefully that we should be able to shuffle one of the shops in Hell and get a good weapon out of it. So that's the plan for the rest of however long that takes. Dive down in Hell and see if we can find some shops. There's a little vault over there that I suppose we can check out as well. And I should check these amulets along the way too. There we go. That's a pretty good amulet actually. The vulnerability to fire won't actually matter once we're wearing the One Ring, because we'll get immunity to fire, which will overwrite that. So I think I will pick that up. That might be worth wearing. This ring we'll never wear, so I don't care about that. Right, let's see what's in the vault. I think we should be able to genocide all of this stuff. And Judge Fire we can just kill. He's not frightening at all. Oh, and this unique. He's also not frightening, but we'll just teleport him away. Another scroll of requirement, which we can just immediately read. And I suppose we'll pick that up. Probably won't end up wearing it though. Alright, nothing too exciting in the vault. Yep, so let's find the downstairs. There's one right there. And continue down. Nothing on this level either, so let's just head straight down. Okay, so here is a set of shops. Hopefully we can get something good out of this. We can just destruct all this stuff because the shops won't be affected. Right, so what I am going to do is head over here to this shop. It cost me 5,000 to shuffle, which is the minimum I think. So it won't get any better than that. Before I start this, I'm going to set up a macro on F11 for /x1d. And what this does is it's actually like a special command that takes a screenshot. So if I press F11, that'll take a screenshot of what's currently on screen, and that'll end up in the user directory as a text file. And I've written a little script that'll read in this text file and just check for things that I might be interested in to make shuffling the shops a bit faster. So let's see if this just works the way I expect it to. Yeah, so this script will just automatically shuffle until a high damage dice weapon pops up pretty much. And I'm just going to let this run. Okay, so it looks like the script has found something. A wild axe, which is 1d27. And that's really good, so let's pick that up. So occasionally, very occasionally, you'll see these wild weapons, and what they do is they kind of flatten the dice of a weapon. So these axes usually have 3d9 damage. But because it's a wild weapon, it's been flattened out to 1d27. And that's really good when you combine it with Rings of Power. If I were to wear a normal axe, it would be 3d9. And then if I wore the One Ring, the damage would go up to 8d9. With a wild weapon, it's 1d27. And when I wear the One Ring, the damage will go up to 6d27. If I wear Villia on top of that, it'll go up to 8d27. Oh, sorry, is that right? No, 9d27. And then if I cast Weapon Mastery from Craft Book 3, it'll go up to 11d27. So you can get a ton of damage out of these wild weapons if you've got the right setup. So let's buy that. I also want to buy Gloves of Slaying to go with it. So there's some Gloves of Slaying here, but I want ones with Slay Evil on them. And let's just run the trusty script again to do that. And there we go. We've got some gloves of slaying, which have slay evil and slay good on them, which is good for both heaven and hell. Let's pick up those. And the pack is overflowing, but I do want to get maybe a couple more things. Let's drop to curing. Pick up the gloves of slaying. What else do I want? Might go back to the weapon shop and see if we can find a better weapon and see how that goes. Okay, well, we've run out of gold at this point. So we did get what we came here to get, that's fine. It is possible if you shuffle for long enough to find really great artifact weapons that are both wild weapons and also have sharpness on them, and you can get a ton of damage out of those. But the wild axe and the gloves are definitely good enough to get us going. And did I actually pick up the gloves? No, I didn't. Definitely pick up those. And I suppose we'll also just check the black market in case it has anything. Not really. Okay. It is pretty good what you can get in these really deep stores in heaven and hell. So it's definitely worth checking them out even if you don't have enough gold to shuffle them. Maces of Disruption can also show up in this shop, as well as Potions of Life for just 5,000, which is pretty good. Alright, but I think that's all of the shops that I wanted to check. I suppose we'll check out the one shop as well. I'm not sure what can pop up in here. Nothing too exciting, I don't think. Anyway, so we've got our wild weapon now, and our gloves of slaying. So once we re-kit a bit for melee damage, we should be able to get very high damage output. Unfortunately, we are going to lose a ton of speed because all of our speed basically at the moment is coming from these two rings we're wearing. Right, so let's get the One Ring and Villia. Wear both of those. The One Ring is permanently cursed, so we won't be able to take it off for the rest of the game unless we wear, unless we use a Scroll of Mundanity on it, which will pretty much destroy the item. So our resistance is now, we are resisting we're immune to all of the base elements. Resistances aren't looking too bad actually. We don't have any holes, which is good. But that amulet was previously giving us resist base elements, and that's not really required anymore. That amulet we just found will give us poison, dark, confusion, nether, and shards, which is pretty nice. So we might wear that and see how that looks. That looks pretty good. And we're still on 4 free action, which is good. So, at the moment, our best damage option is Hellfire, which against good monsters will do 700, or no, double that. It'll do around 1,500 damage against good monsters. And against everything else, we have Sound Breath, which is around 350 damage. If we wear our axe, we're getting 336. Oh, right, I have to take off the shield, which is going to ruin our resistances a bit. If we're two-handing the weapon, then we get the damage dice from both the One Ring and Villia, but otherwise we'll only get the damage dice from whichever hand it was in. Okay, so now let's see. We get 700 damage against things that don't resist the base elements, and 1,500 against... 700 against things that do resist the base elements, and 1,500 against anything that doesn't. So that's the same as Hellfire against good monsters. But we can improve that. If we... Actually, I shouldn't have dropped those. If we wear the gloves of slaying, that'll go up a bit. And where did they go? There they are. So our current gloves are giving us resist fear and free action. We can afford to lose one free action, so that's fine. They're also giving us a little bit of speed. 3 speed. We can afford to lose 3 speed. So if we wear the gloves of slaying, we go from 700 to 1270 against evil and good. And we're not done yet, because we haven't learnt any damage spells, or damage buffs, I mean. So let's learn Weapon Mastery. And we can replace Breathe Sound with that, I think. So we go from 1270 up to 1530. And if we learn Mana Branding, that's really going to boost us up. Let's replace Hellfire with Mana Branding. So Mana Branding will increase the damage you do, and it'll use your SP. So if you've got 0 SP, it won't actually do anything. But if you do, you get up to 3,000 a turn against evil stuff. Obviously, we're not actually going to get that because our accuracy is pretty terrible at the moment. If we go into demon form, that'll improve a bit because our stats will go up. Okay, yeah, so 3,400 at 50% accuracy against 200 AC. So we're doing roughly 1,700 a turn against evil and good monsters. And that's with a fairly mediocre wild weapon. You can get 1d40 wild weapons, which then gets boosted to 11d40 after all of this stuff. And you can get a ton of damage out of that. But yeah, this is our plan for the rest of the game. We have massive melee damage, and we're just going to use that to kill things. So I might want to swap out some equipment. I remember we had that arm of the serpent dropped, I think, which also had an ancient foul curse and aggravation and stuff on it. Where was that? This one, I think. So that'll give us Light, Dark, Confusion, Nether Nexus, Chaos. And we don't care about the Ancient Foul Curse and the aggravation anymore, because we've got the One Ring on anyway, which does both of those things. So Poison, Light, Dark, Confusion, Nether Nexus, Chaos. What's that current armor giving us? I think we would lose... So Confusion, Shards, Chaos, Disenchantment, Blindness. Actually, let's just get that out and look at it. It's easier in my head that way. So yeah, Confusion, Shards, Chaos, Disenchantment, Blindness, and Free Action. That's important. This one doesn't have Free Action, which would drop us below 3, so we can't actually wear that. Okay. Right, but yeah, so with this setup, we should have enough melee damage to pretty easily clear all of the remaining dungeons. And I think we'll start with one of the Pantheons instead. Maybe we can go to Mount Olympus and see how that works out. Oh wait, that's not the right remove curse. We are going to get random monsters spawning around us as well now because of the Ancient Foul Curse. Oh wait, yeah, that's permanently cursed. Okay, right, let's head over to Mount Olympus and go finish off that dungeon, I think. And we should probably pick up food because I'm not a skeleton anymore. I need actual food to live. Yeah, another thing, when you hit things with a wild weapon, you get temporary buffs applied to you. We can kind of show it off against this guy. So let's do Weapon Mastery, Mana Branding, wield our axe. Let's see if we can take out this Sky Drake. So we've gone Berserk, and that is a bit of a problem because we can't cast spells now. We should still be able to use the staff for teleport though. And at this point our damage will have gone down because we're out of mana, but we can just use the restore mana to get that back, and now our damage is back up to 3,500. So yeah, there you go, that's how we're going to be killing things. We do have to be careful now, just in general, because we do have aggravation, so everything is going to be awake and coming for us on every level. And how about this unique? 3,000 health and he's evil, so theoretically we could kill him in one turn. Let's try that out and see how it works. If these spiders will leave me alone. Alright, 2 turns. And if we do end up getting lots more money, we can always go back down to hell, look for another shop and see if we can find a better weapon. One annoying thing is that I will have to continually swap between the wizard staff and the axe, just for casting versus hitting things. But that's not that bad. And Mount Olympus, I think, is 90 floors deep. And I'm surprised that we haven't run into any of the uniques from this dungeon yet. Where are the stairs? Way over there. Actually, was that a unique? Okay, well that's a unique. There's Baba Yaga. We can go kill her. Ancient Dark Curse just hit us. Which is why we blanked on the level and all that stuff got summoned. So we do have to be careful of that. Anyway, Baba Yaga is coming our way, so let's buff up and kill her. We're immune to fire now, so none of this stuff is actually dangerous. And we are now at the bottom, and Zeus is here. So he should be pretty easy to take out with our massive melee damage. Let's see if we can track him down and do that. I do also kind of want to see if we can kill Ares, because he has a chance of dropping a helm that will increase our damage even more. We can probably afford to swap out our current helm. Acid, Sound, Fear. We'd only be losing Sound if we got Ares. Actually, there's a few. Hades, Zeus, and Hermes. We can try and take out all three of those guys. Well, there's Hermes. He should be able to just make his way to us, I think. Ah, he must be, yeah. Doesn't get picked up by telepathy. Right, so let's buff. And how much health does he have? 9,000. He's not evil or good, which means what? We should be able to take him out if we have mana with force in around 5 turns, hopefully. Well, okay, that was a really good hit, and it almost killed him. Okay, there we go. There's Hermes done. Let's restore mana. Buff up again. And I suppose we can just let them summon each other. Although Apollo is killing us. There we go. Yep, so, I mean, you can see that we're just doing tons of damage. It's pretty ridiculous. Let's see if these guys dropped any of their uniques. Hermes did not. Unique artifact, I mean. Oh, okay, here's one of them. The short bow of Artemis. All of these Olympian uniques are also permanently cursed. I don't think we'll bother wearing this one because it's not actually giving us anything. We'll pick it up anyway. Augmentation we can just drink. Apollo did not drop his. Right, so let's rest here for a little bit and go track down Zeus. That also happens sometimes with Ancient Foul Curse. So you don't want to be sitting around on low health if you can avoid it. And we picked up these boots, okay, from Hermes. Are these better than our current ones? Cold, which we don't care about. Nether Sound, Disenchantment, and Free Action. And these ones don't give us free action, and we are at the bare minimum for free action, so we can't wear them. Okay, here's another unique. Same thing. Apply our buffs, wear the axe, kill him in 2 turns. Done. And there's the Ancient Foul Curse again. Let's see if we can track down Zeus. Lots of hounds, which I think I do resist Nexus actually. That's fine. Let's just get rid of them anyway. I should probably get rid of the macro for Breathe Sound as well so I don't accidentally do it. Okay. Well, there's Hades. Where's he? Over there. And Zeus as well. Let's go take out Hades. He can dig through walls. That's actually good. Means we don't have to make our way to him. He's got a lot of health actually. I think we just missed him on those. Yeah, we didn't get many hits in. We need to keep our mana up as well when we're fighting, because the mana branding will continually drain it when we hit things. There's a lot of things around now. I kind of want to kill Hades before Zeus rocks up. Can we teleport away Zeus? We can. Can we teleport away you? We can. Don't have any mana. Let's restore that quickly. We've still got all of our buffs up. Well, we've lost weapon branding now, but that's fine. Okay, he did actually drop his unique artifact, which is maybe worth wearing. +5 to speed, poison, dark, nether nexus, and free action. We'll pick that up. What do we need to drop? We can drop the food. We're pretty full on inventory actually, so I think we'll recall out for now. Drop some stuff at home and then go kill Zeus. We're also going to get hungry all of the time because we've got a ton of regeneration from all our rings and stuff. Okay, back to Warren's. And drop off some of this stuff and also eat. And back down we go. Looks like just Zeus and one other at the moment. That'll probably change quickly though. Okay, well there's Zeus. Let's make ourselves a little kill hole. He can't pass through walls, I think. Oh wait, no, that's not Zeus. Well, let's see Zeus. Down there, okay. We can just get rid of this guy then. And Zeus should make his way back over to, yep, there we go. So let's wait for him to get a bit closer. Demon form, haste, weapon mastery, mana branding, get back mana, wear the axe, and let's see. 15,000 health, he's also not good or evil, so he'll only be getting the force damage. And that's only if we have mana, so we need to make sure we're high on that. We can follow teleport because of our armor. It's usually not a good idea to do that. You could end up next to a whole bunch of stuff that can just kill you. So we'll just track him down the regular way. And he's over there. I don't need mushrooms of restoring ever. Let's take those off. Question of intelligence I can just quaff. And Scroll of Forest Creation we can now take off auto pickup. Okay, so there's Zeus. Let's apply our buffs again. Wait for him to get a bit closer. Okay, he only kicked us out of demon form. He is continually dispelling us, which is a bit annoying. At the moment we're only doing 700 damage to him, and let's not follow him. In fact, we can get rid of this other unique, just so we have a clearer level. Let's see if we can track him down again. Probably ended up somewhere over on the west side of the level. And hopefully he hasn't regenerated too much by the time we catch up to him. Let's just get rid of all of this. Okay, there we go, finally. And he has regenerated. That's annoying, but whatever. Right, let's set all this stuff up again. Buff that, get mana back, and wear the axe. Ooh, could be dead here. Let's haste, there we go. I think we're in the clear now. If he stops dispelling me. Maybe I shouldn't fight him in demon form, because that makes him dispel more often. The damage will go down a bit, but that's fine. He dispelled our buffs again as well. He's being very irritating. Might have to leave Zeus for the next video. We'll give it one more crack, and if that doesn't work out, I'll just call it here. If I can figure out where he ended up in a timely manner at least. Well, we can at least take out these uniques that he summoned, I suppose, because that way he won't have as large a pool to summon from in the next fight. And she's gone. Okay, never mind then. In fact, I want to make sure we just take her out. So we'll destruct Zeus and track her down. There she is. Out of Restore Mana as well. So we would have had to leave anyway. There we go. Looks like she did not drop her artifact. Okay, but we're taking out... Oh, there's Ares. I do want to take out Ares, just in case. Okay, we'll take out Ares, then we'll finish. Let's get rid of these guys over here. Okay, so buff up. Don't have enough mana. Wonder if we can take him out with just weapon mastery. He does have a ton of melee damage. We'll see how it goes. Okay, there we go. He did not drop his artifact, I don't think. That's a shame, but it's not actually that important. And if I really wanted it, we could always go to Heaven, because the very last dungeon of Heaven can summon dead uniques. And we could sort of scum to get all of the Olympian artifacts that way. I don't think I'll bother actually doing that, but it is an option. Anyway, we'll leave it here for now. We'll get Zeus next time. Thanks for watching. See you next time.